Hello! Happy festive times! Before I get into what this video is really about, this vlog is supposed to be me being honest. I had a couple of kind of backslides over the last week or so where it was just, I took my medication, I did everything I was supposed to, and I just was not having it. I was having a bad day. I had a little mini mental breakdown in the middle of a store. That's not good. Oh well. Sometimes you can be doing everything right, supposedly, and things still happen. Anyway, welcome to my mental breakdown. What are some things that really annoy me that people say, and usually it's them trying to help, but aren't helpful? You remember my brain, Auntie Serotonin. Sarah, hi, you want to help me with the next video? Not really. Why not? Anytime I'm in one of your videos, I either come off as crazy, a bitch, or a crazy bitch. Yeah. Here, you can sit here. Are you kidding right now? No, just put it on, come on. Number 1, have you tried insert physical activity here? Physical activity can have a huge impact. You might not feel great in the beginning, but once you're done, you get this sort of natural high. So that's a real thing. Like, it does help. But the thing is, it's not a fix-all. And usually it's under the guise of, oh, this really helped my such and such. But that's not a person with depression. If you want to invite someone along to do like a physical, it's like, hey, I'm going rock climbing this weekend. You should come with me. Like, that's fine. But don't frame it in a way as like, oh, you can help yourself if you do this thing. Number 2, cheer up, or smile, or any similar bullshit. Don't tell people to smile in general. Someone comes up to you and says, oh, cheer up. You're not gonna automatically cheer up. That doesn't happen to anyone. It's a little bit like we're somehow doing something wrong. It's not something that we have control over. If you want someone to cheer up, then you'd be like, oh, hey, watch this fun thing that I saw the other day, or tell them a funny story. Number 3, I know just how you feel. I get depressed sometimes too. Being depressed and having depression are two totally different things. I don't think it's possible to be human and not be depressed at some point. That's valid, and I'm sure that that was difficult because being depressed absolutely sucks, and I get that you're trying to share in this experience with me, but you don't know how I feel. Instead, I think the way to go is to like ask like, oh, how are you feeling? Rather than saying, I know how you're feeling. Number 4, but your life is so great. You have so much to be thankful for. Focus on that. I can't necessarily make myself focus on other things. I have a brain that goes in circles and repeats bad things over and over and over again. A lot of people have really great lives from the outside, but then what's going on in their brain can't be seen. You can maybe like say, hey, let's go out and do something and try and take your mind off things, but it's always only going to be temporary, and it's not your responsibility to take care of them, but everything that you say gets added to this circulation of thoughts in their brain, and they're going to hear that voice. Number 5, you just need to take your mind off things. It goes with the same thing that I was saying last time. You can't control it. Just talk, because sometimes that's all that they need, or sometimes they need you not to talk. Sometimes they want you there, sometimes they don't. You can just ask, in that moment we're like, ugh, no one really likes me, and then that person comes forward and is like, hey, what do you need right now? It might kind of shock us out of it a little bit. Number 6, stop being so dramatic. It'll pass. We may come across as being dramatic. I feel like usually it's not because we're trying to be. It may pass, but it may take months for it to pass. Instead, I think saying, what can I do for you until it passes, is the way to go. Number 7, you need insert religion here in your life. The thing about faith is that it's faith, and if you don't believe in something, you don't believe in it. It's the same as whether or not you believe in Santa Claus. And I'm not reducing religion to this mythical story. Well, I mean, the more I say it, the more it does sound like that. But that's not what I'm saying. Oh, it's Christmas time and I'm ruining it. And this is a tricky thing, because I don't even know what I believe anymore. And I'm very against people trying to force religion on other people. Again, it makes us feel like we're doing something wrong. It's like, oh, I don't believe in this thing, and I'm wrong for it. Maybe if you're going to a church service, you could be like, hey, I'm going to a church service. You want to just like come with us and you can hang out? And if they say no, be like, okay, that is totally cool. I totally understand. Number 8, you think you have it bad? Wait till you hear what I'm going through. I'm not having a bad day. I am stuck in a pit of despair, and I can't get out of it. You may be going through fairly objectively worse things than I'm going through, but I have this problem. Just a little compassion and a little like, ugh, I'm sorry. Then you can be like, hey, I'm also having a real tough time. So we can have a conversation. Number 9, you're just too much. So my advice to anyone who has had this said to them is don't even communicate with that person anymore. Unless they said it and it's just because they're frustrated and they don't mean it. We're difficult, we get it. We know, and We are so sorry, and we feel like we are a burden all the time, and you're really reinforcing that. Some of those days when we're having the freak out, we need other people to be there with us, and if you can do that, then that's great, and if you can't, then okay, but don't be there and be harmful. It's better, I think, to remove yourself from the situation. Number 10. Should you really be insert concern here? This one bothers me, I think, the most because, like, I'm a grown-up. I'm responsible for my own decisions. I may be making a mistake. I may be conscious of the fact that I'm making a mistake as I'm doing it. So, alternatively, what can you say? Oh, instead of that, would you rather do this? Or just, like, maybe you could suggest other things? But for the most part, I think if they're doing something, like, just go ahead and let them do it. Like, they're adults. If they are. Let them do their thing. The problem is that when you say these things, a lot of the times, this is what we're hearing in our heads. Have you tried...
Shut up.
Smile.
You
Your
life's just so great.
I get so much
sometimes.
too much.
Have you
have
really
that?
been?
Have you tried?
When
When
you're just
hear what
too
I'm
much.
watching? Kind of sucks. You've been watching my mental breakdown. So you can subscribe to my channel here. You can look at previous videos that I've posted here, all together in a nice playlist. And below, obviously, there's like sharing, and you can also, I guess, like and subscribe and things like that there too. Let me know what you think in comments, and I will see you again later in the future. Goodbye.